Yo, what's good? What's happening? This is the Sweatlands. I'm a young millionaire. The six-figure trader, you know what I'm saying? The five figures monthly in USD, young nigga, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, guys, this is the spot from 777FX. I'm gonna be covering Nasdaq as I usually do. What I do trade is Nasdaq, as you guys can see. I have one instrument on my watch list, and it is Nasdaq. So let's just go over exactly what we were talking about yesterday and what happened specifically. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I remember yesterday we were looking to take buys. Actually, yeah. We were looking to take buys off of this Audi order block right here, and then we like kept on like refining it up until we found this area right here. You know what I'm saying? So we were looking actually to take buys off of this order block and push it to the upside because we saw because okay. So first of all, because we were looking at the consolidation, um, the order stacking, basically the accumulation, whatever you want to call it, okay, but the consolidation, the range. We were looking at this range and we saw that within this range we had analyzed that there was bullish order flow volume within this range, okay, meaning there was buy order stack within this range. But what we didn't get was that we were actually within a daily zone, so it's pretty risky trying to buy off of a daily sell zone, if you know what I'm saying. So that was one of the L's I took, and yeah, it really wasn't with my trading plan. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it was against my trading plan. Yeah, it was actually against my trading plan. I need to go over the rules a little bit, okay, because I do actually like keep the trading plan and strategy on my wall, so I look at it every morning. But yeah, that trade was just confusing. But I was in the trade. As you guys can see, I put my sell limits at this point, my buy limits, sorry. I put my buy limits at this point right here, the entry, and we had a TP of, and I had put my stop loss below this point, around 60 pips. Then we had a TP of around this high, which is 102, you know, and boom. And as you can see, this was NFP, guys. Half past two came. Like the whole day price was around this area, right? And I was skeptical to remove this because like it's NFP. I don't want to trade NFP. Even if I did get direction right of the buy, I was probably gonna get taken out either way because of the rejection. But this time there was no rejection. So yeah, but I got taken out of that trade. That was kind of a stupid trade, you know. But then we learned from the trade, you know what I'm saying. And actually, I was following my plan to a certain extent. I was really trying to just trade because I saw I was in loss a lot on the funded accounts, and on my real account I'm almost half down, and I was like, I need to trade, and then which is psychologically a bad thing. So I am working on my psychology though. So yeah, that's what happened. We took this trade, a very minor trade, made no sense at all. I don't even know what I'll say in my trading journal, but that's basically it. But we did actually, to validate the trade, it was a valid bullish order, like a bullish OP, because it was the down move that pushed the down move before the up move that actually broke the previous structure. But we were looking at like a hourly, 50-minute, 4 hour type of thing, you know. But now these hourly and 50-minute OPs are not really what we're looking to sell off of, okay, or buy off of. That's exactly, we're not looking like, let's say we're within a daily sell zone and we see an hourly buy zone. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna buy because of the daily sell zone. The daily has more pressure, and you know, if you know what I'm saying, like the higher the time frame, the stronger the zone. Okay, so that's one thing to take note of. Okay, so yeah, we were within this consolidation right here, and as you can see, the order stacking wasn't actually bullish; it was bearish order flow stacking. Okay, because now we should have noticed, because now there was an up move, then there was a down move, then there was an up move that covered the down move, then there was a down move that completely covered the up move completely, and then there was a further up move that took out these highs right here, inducing all the buyers, okay, like me, inducing all the buyers at the top, and then it started falling, right? Started falling, right? Boom, and then NFP started, boom, dropped below. Okay, so it was actually accumulating all the bullish order flow, but it was accumulating all the buy orders up until it could slam it and liquidate all those buy orders to get enough liquidity, so they'll be able to move price down. Okay, so yeah, that's basically what happened. Okay, so yeah, that was a weird trade. I was taking out, and I was analyzing right off the NAP. I think price was around this area right here. No, price was here actually. Price had just recently broke this low, and as you guys can see, we are in a daily sell zone. Sell, right? Daily order block, daily supply zone. In this, yeah. Daily demand zone. What? Yeah, daily supply zone. Sorry, yes, but supply zone, order block, same shit. So we were within the daily zone. So now, whatever happened on the whatever happened, like what, as you can see, the sell happened because of the daily sell zone that were within. Okay, they were looking to take price downwards, and then they actually did take price downwards during NFP, meaning they had a majority of their orders were within this area right here. Okay, let's see if the fixed range volume indicator will tell us where the majority of the orders were. As you can see, that's where the orders were. Let's just minimize it a bit. Okay, so without this candle, right, it shows that a majority of the orders were below here. But once this candle came through, if you know what I'm saying, once this candle came through, sorry, once this candle came through, if you know what I'm saying, once this candle came through, it showed us that actually the orders had shifted at this point right here. So they had a majority of their sell orders at that area, okay? So yeah, basically we took out these lows, right? And we took out these lows too. So we liquidated all these lows right here. So that's where all the buyers were. Liquidated all these lows right here, meaning they had gotten out of their buy positions, right? They had gotten out of their buy positions at these points, because remember, wherever there's a turn in price, there were buy orders. So at this point, there was a lot of buy orders that pushed price upwards, meaning they had closed their buy orders at this point and opened sell orders at this point right here and started selling it, and then Nasdaq came, then NFP came and dropped it. So we understood that, okay, cool, they are bearish. There's a lot of sell order flow volume at the top half of this. So let's just put it like this. Like, let's say this is our OB. This is basically where most of our orders are, okay? So we're gonna minimize it to this order block right here. You know what I'm saying? Remember, we're still within the daily sell zone. So now we're selling off an hourly sell zone within the daily sell zone, which is our trading plan, which is actually how we trade here at 777 FX. So basically that was it. I think that I go on the 50 minute. Nah, I didn't go on the 50 minute. But yeah, that was it. Like I placed my sell limits. I placed my sell limits at this point right here, and I had my stop loss right above here, which was around 50 pips, clean. And I had taken a lot of losses in the week. I think like during the week, I think I took at least like 10 trades or 10 or 11 trades, and I think two were dubs, and out of those 10, 11 trades, the rest are L's. So I'm sitting on heavy drawdown. I'm sitting on not even drawdown, negatives, bro. I'm sitting on heavy negatives for my funded account, and even worse on my real account, on my live account, on my like the account that I funded. So I'm taking on my Forex Funds 5K challenge because the FTMO one I did flop it dismally, but I learned. So I'm just gonna go harder in this one, taking the 5K challenge, and then we're just gonna scale up from there. I am gonna go back to FTMO to actually get that certificate, and I'll be done with it. But yeah, that's basically what happened. So as price broke this area, I had my sell limits here. Price did continue downwards, and then price came up. Boom. So now what we do understand is that look at this candle from the here So yeah, that's 200 pips, guys. In like what, an hour? Less than an hour. Okay, so meaning there was a massive amount of sell orders. That means there was a massive amount of sell orders right here that pushed price down, meaning they do not want to go above these points right here, right, this high or this high, because that's where their sell orders are, above this high right here. So as price comes back to fill this imbalance, this gap, this fair value gap, as ICT will call it, but basically an imbalance where there was more sell order flow volume than buy order flow volume at this point, which created slippage for them, right? Meaning they couldn't enter all, let's say they had a million lots at this point, they couldn't enter a million lots at this point because once they started entering like 500k lots, price already moved down. So they hadn't gotten the ideal price range. So what happened is they came back to this point to enter more sell orders. So they came back to tap this point right here. This exact area right here, because remember the majority of their sell orders at the top here, so they came here at this area, tapped it. That's why our stop losses are actually above the order block sometimes, because we know for a fact that they keep their orders at the top, right? So, or at the bottom, depends on what type of order block. So we know for a fact when the sell happened, the peak selling, the peak orders are right here, right? And then the smaller orders are within this area, but the peak orders are here at the top that push price downwards. So price came back up, tapped me in, and then boom. I think I'm sitting on at least 80 pips profit right now. Yeah. My TP I'm holding throughout the weekend, which is why I picked my Forex funds. Because, like, if tomorrow you can't really hold, you can't hold through the weekend, which makes no sense. So, yeah, my overall TP is around 350 pips to around 300 pips to this area right here. Looking at the fact that we're selling off of daily sell zone, and we did get a nag for our candlestick formation right within the daily sell zone, and is actually leaving the daily sell zone at this point. We entered within it, so I'm looking to hold my trades thoroughly and see exactly what's going to happen next week. But I'm looking to hold these trades next week, and we're going to be looking to take price downwards. So now let's just analyze on the weekly and see what happened for this week. So for this first week, it was gorgeous, guys. For this first week, we were like, yeah, for this first week, it was really, really gorgeous, guys. We literally opened shit at this point, like went a little bit down, and then was bullish for the whole week after. But now we look at the candles, like big, small. You know what I'm saying? So we do see like a lessening of sell order flow volume. And look at this, a daily engulfing candle within a daily zone, and a daily sell zone. And then when price came back, the first retest, when price came back within the sell zone, it gave us a daily engulfing candlestick, which further confluences with our sell biases. Okay, so that's basically why we're looking to sell Nasdaq, and why we're in Nasdaq sales, and why we're holding Nasdaq sales throughout the weekend, and why we're looking to hold it for at least a week or more. So that was Nasdaq for me. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. One thing I want you guys to take away from this is stick to your system, bro. Uh, After like 5 or 4 consecutive L's, I definitely wanted to change my system. What I did was started risking less, because I was risking at least like 1% or 2% of my account. So I started risking like way less actually. Yeah, I started risking half of what I was risking before, because I was like on a losing streak, like at least four or five losing trades, bruh, in a row that will break anyone. So I just lessened my risk. And remember, I had just taken an L here. I set this limit. I went out. I told my friends, got some dank. You feel me, to chill out. And yeah, it went my way, and it tapped me in. It did exactly what I was saying. Gave me a weak entry, meaning my strategy. My strategy is like, if it goes bad, bruh, like it'll go bad. But if it goes good, I'll get a good entry and I'll get a good move. So I've just gotta like keep plowing through the losses up until, because I know with my strategy, I just need at least 4 or 5 dubs and I'm done. That's $500. If I had 5 dubs in a row, that's at least $500 to $1,000, depending on what type of trades they are. Some trades I just hold for $100. Some trades I hold for 200, 300. We're talking pips now, 200, 300 pips, 100 pips, 20. Yeah. So I just need those type of trades. My scalps are 100 pips. My swings are at least 200 to 400 to upwards. Okay. So I just need at least like 4 or 5 dubs and I'm done. Literally, 4 or 5 dubs, I'll recover all my losses I've made. I'll be in profit, and I'll pass the challenge, and I'll also be in profit on my live funded account. So like, my psychology is a big thing now because now the older me, if I had to like go through at least 3 losses, bruh, I would have like thrown the laptop out the window, and swore forex was not for me and never placed a trade. But the new like trader me like understands that I'm just following my system, okay? Like I'm not wrong at all. My system is the one that's doing all the work. I'm just clicking. So when I take losses, those are natural losses. Those are business expenses, as we call them, school fees. You know what I'm saying? The cost to do business. And in forex, we are the only industry that actually control. We are the few industries that control exactly what our business expenses will be, what our L's will be, because you control your risk. So yeah, I took a lot of L's. I think I'm at least like 5% down in the funded account. Yeah. I think I'm like 5% down. Yeah, like six. Yeah. Like around 5 or 6% down. All right. So I need like with next week, I need at least like 2, 3 winners following my trade, and I'll be back in profit, and I'll be like heading for the pass. Okay, so that's basically me for now. And within this trade, we're looking to take it to the downside. We're gonna hold throughout the weekend, okay? So since markets close weekend, I'll actually be analyzing V75 for you guys and V100 and V10. I'm measuring off of it to derive for the weekends and Bitcoin, but like more or less derive. So I'll be doing that. But yeah, that's basically Nasdaq for now. And what happened the whole week, guys? Like I think Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, I took out like consistently for at least 4 days, guys. And to take a dub this day was like a relief because it like shows what's okay, cool. Even though you took a L, you took a series of L's. My dub actually covered at least like what my dub is actually gonna cover at least like 2 or 3 of those losses, and then the next dub is gonna cover 2 or 3 of those losses, and then the next one is in profit. You know what I'm saying? Nah, no. So proper risk management, right? A good risk to reward ratio, a good system, a good psychology. That's all you need, okay? Because this game will grow you alive, guys. But yeah, that's all I wanted to analyze. Hope you guys enjoy your weekend. I'm also enjoying my weekend. I'm not even gonna study today. I'm gonna play PlayStation, listen to music, and just chill out. I'll continue studying tomorrow, guys. So yeah, guys, peace out. This is Swahle. Peace, love, and happiness. This Swahle, the millionaire trader, the 6-figure nigga, you know what I'm saying? The 5 figures Malian nigga in USD, you know what I'm saying? This is me signing out, man. Peace.